Still seems to be missing. The rear spark plug is down in here. Pretty tough to get at with this here. But I guess if you had a universal adapter, otherwise, probably get this down on it. Got pretty long threads in them. There's a brand new one, NGK CR7E. Okay, spark plug. That's pretty carbonated. We will get the new one in. Okay, that's one plug changed, and I noticed that this plug cover has tape around it, so let's just pretend we don't know what that's all about for now. All right, one plug changed. So I gather these are 8mm. Yep. Ooh, ow. I already took air to the top of the engine here to get loose dirt off, so nice little bing. Broke the blood vessel, I think. Nice. Also got a new fuel pump. I'm going to switch that out too. And we have to take this cover off to get at the rotor bolt so we can turn the motor. And we got to take this little cover off so you can see where the motor is at. And that's the rotor bolt right there. Not sure the size of it. We'll find a socket for it. So just did a quick diagram. The intakes are supposed to be within 5,000s. Exhaust 8,000. And then when you torque the cap bolts back on, 78 inch-pounds. But this is basically, I think it's a valve cap. There's the exhaust port, intake. This is the rear of the engine, intake, exhaust. And you turn the engine counterclockwise until you read. We're going to go for the first one, which should be top TR, top dead center rear. So that's what we're going to look for in there. Trying to get the light just right. Anyway, there's a TR right there. Line it up with that notch. So there's a .005, and that's a bent feeler gauge, so it should work good. Remove that. So there's your valves. Now the valves should be loose if it's in the right stroke. They're not loose, so we got to go around one more time. And you got your O-ring that might be just sitting there. That goes on the cap. All right. You can see that. Oh, my hand's in the way. You can see them moving a little bit. They're loose. And I can't slide that under either of them. Huh. Okay, so I gotta loosen off these nuts and then use a screwdriver to turn the adjustment in and out. $10 mil. Apparently it doesn't take much to move these, so kind of need a thinner feeler gauge than the big one like this, but now we got. Okay, I can get it under there. We'll crank her down. Oh, it's just snug. Just make sure it hasn't moved. Just scraping on there. Tight. I don't know if you can hear it scraping on there. That should be good on that one. Apparently, these are super tight. That should be the front, the intake for the rear. So that makes any sense? These are the intake valves on the rear cylinder. These are the exhaust valves. So we've got to do the exhaust next, and I think they're .008. Click, click. That one's good. I gotta do the back, the exhaust. Gasket cover, and there you can see the valves. They're loose, that's a good sign. Just the same thing, just loosen off the nut, 10 mil nut, and then you got the screwdriver adjustment, .008. This one's a little more difficult. Not as difficult as the front though. Can't get it under there anyway, so. All right, under. Just nice and lightly till it gets snug. Just barely moving. Don't need to move it much apparently because it tightens up real quick. Yeah, that's a little too loose. The other one was a little too tight. Tighten that. Yeah, comes out all right. Okay, and then the next one, same thing. You can just hear it scraping in there. You'll see that better. Tighten up the nut. Yeah. All right, now the valves are to spec on the rear cylinder. I'm gonna do the front one. It looks a little more intense. Had to do the easy one first, obviously. So I don't think I'll be filming that one. There's too much stuff in the way, but you get the general idea. Now we're replacing the plug on the front too. Way down here. The top one's not bad. Got the top one here, but then the front one is right on the front, so you're gonna have to go in. I'm probably gonna have to take this wheel off and go in from the side. And we'll have to move that. I think you can see it now. Or TR. Have to move that to TF, which will be the front. All right, valves are adjusted. I cleaned up that a little bit. The gasket that was around there was all toast. That's why it was so dirty. So we'll put some new gasket stuff in there. Everything's back together. Like I said, the valves are done. And I put new fuel pump in. So everything should run good now. Can you hear the sarcasm in my laugh? Oh boy, this is more work than I figured. Somebody's played with everything on this, and that's probably because it wasn't running good back then either. Oh well, get what you pay for. Okay, I wound this up tighter so the rope handle stays tight so it doesn't look so silly hanging out. I'm going to put some gasket sealer on here and put her back on. Not going to be using this pull start anyways. It's just for show. Looks better anyways. Okay, like I said, I got the new fuel pump in, so I can put the CDI back in. Got all the connectors electric greased up. Hopefully this one that I fixed holds up. So I think we can put the air box back on and the battery box back on and try her out now. Hopefully it's better. Better be. All right, this is it. I seal everything up. Everything's put back together. Carbs cleaned. Valves adjusted. Fuel pump replaced. Everything. Brake lines replaced. Brake pads replaced. Cleaned everything up, like I said. So she better start. Might take a little bit because the gas is run out through the fuel pump. So we'll see what she does here. Well, that's lame. Alright, so we got the fuel pump working. Bike starts. Still seems to be missing. Like the timing's off or something. Alright, we've done everything, changed everything, cleaned everything, adjusted everything, and still not running properly. So it looks like I got screwed by a little old lady on a farm, because this thing, I think, is going to need a rebuild. I'm sure the compression is low. I'm going to check it tomorrow when I get an adapter, because the spark plug hole is a little thinner, but it's a sad state of affairs and it's looking pretty lame. Front tire is flat, rear tire loses air, other tire is cracked to hell, motor shot. What the hell?